What's up, boys? What's going on, man? It's Friday. You know what time it is. It's another weigh-in show. You're listening to Just My Two Cents. How's the audio? I mentioned in my last stream that I'm broadcasting from a remote location, not my home base. And not only am I doing that, but now I'm in a different room. The missus is working in the office/computer room. I'm in the spare bedroom. Let me know how the sound is. I do have the window open. You'll hear a train passing maybe every now and then, but other than that, if this is tolerable, I'll keep going with it. I do have the window open though, so if that's like annoying, if the outside noise gets to be too much, I'll shut it. But I do have the gain turned down and the volume turned up a little bit, so I'm hoping that helps. But if the sound's okay, I'll keep everything like it is now. But yeah, man, what's up? Hope y'all doing good. We are about 12 minutes out from the weigh-ins. I'm actually pretty prepared today. Got my notepad ready, headphones, or earbuds rather. What's up, man? How are y'all? Y'all ready for this shit? We'll just get right to it. Homie Noah. I know Crazy Rat still started a minute late. Fucking dunce. Cool. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback. So as always, obviously not dumb fuck if I'm here. God. Were you listening to what I was just saying? Smart ass. What's up, Zach? Nah, dude, I got my fucking Dunkin'. Oh, dude, if I was still at line at Dunkin', I would not be broadcasting, and I would just probably cancel it. I'd be so furious. I tried to say furious and pissed at the same time. What's up, though, man? What are you characters up to? Y'all ready for the weigh-ins? Yeah, man, I'm going to pull double duty today. So I'm going to cover these official weigh-ins, which are coming up here in a few minutes, and then I will come back later this evening at 6:30 to cover the ceremonial weigh-ins and stare-downs. So we'll do a little pregame. We'll double duty. Think about that. Well, boys, as I have done for the past couple months, I have burning questions again. Being that the weigh-ins are about to start, the most pertinent questions, I've added this one just for the fuck of it. Who we think's going to hit the scales first? Who's going to be last? Who's going to be the one we're fucking waiting on? I hope it's nobody, man. I hope it's a pay-per-view. Everyone should be well prepared for this. I know there's a couple short notice, but like most of the fighters should be well prepared. And being that there's going to be a ceremonial weigh-in and stare down as well, the guys that would normally just hang around and not really give a fuck what time they weighed in because they know they're going to make the weight, maybe there's a little more like urgency on them to just be like, you know what, I don't have to hang around for the stare downs. Just get the shit over with as early as possible. So I'm hoping that this is like as expeditious as it can be. Is as expeditious as it can be. So that's my first question. First/last to the scales. I'm going to say first to the scales is going to be one of two people. It is either going to be Alexander Volkanovski or it is going to be Brandon Moreno. I'm going to say it's going to be one of the two champions. I feel like the champions usually like to make a statement with that. They're all professionals by definition, everyone on this fight card, but the champions, they usually like to set the standard, be the standard bearer for the division, and be the kind of the figurehead of the professionalism or whatever. So yeah, I think it's either going to be Moreno or Volk. And last to the scale, I'm going to say will be. I'm going to say Camwella Kirk, just for the fuck of it, just to make the Kirk better sweat, just to make Zach perspire a little bit. Nah, that's my picks, man. What y'all think? Seaman hits it first. I agree. I agree. Hey, Josiah's a good shout too, dude, because he's a late replacement. Good shout. Good shout. Yeah, yeah. No, Zach beat you. He beat you. I know. That's why it's a hot take. And I still think he's going to fucking be last. You heard me. You heard me, Zach Johnson. All right, Zach. Who's going to miss weight? Prognosticate that one for me. Who's going to miss? What do you think, Noah? I don't know, dude. I haven't given this one a ton of thought. Let's see. Let's look at this fight card real quick. We're like 7 minutes out. Both the main and co-main, Coco, no one's going to miss weight there. I don't think Turner's going to miss weight either. And Dan Hooker's usually pretty good on the scale, so I think they'll be in the clear. Maybe Val Woodburn because he's a late notice replacement, but I don't know. That's my front runner so far. I think Robbie and Nico will probably be all right. Maybe Harrell. Della will be good. I don't think Yasmin will, and I'm pretty sure Gomes will be good too. I think Cruton Minifield will be all right. I'm trying to remember if Alonzo's missed weight in the past. I'm just thinking because he's such a big dude. I don't know. Maybe Chirez. I think Prashnian and Petrino will be straight. I'm just thinking maybe some of the short notice guys. Was Terrence Mitchell short notice for Simon? Dude, if Shannon Ross missed weight, that'd be so funny. And I think Kirk will probably be all right since he's moving up. Esteban, maybe he's good. Harold misses. Good shout. Yep. Ribovich misses. Right on. Yeah, as soon as I saw the name Chirez, I'm getting missed vibes from him. I'm gonna say Chirez or Woodburn, just because Woodburn's so muscle bound. Dude, I was talking about this Wednesday. Shout out to my homie and Zach's best friend, Aaron the Dog MMA. Subscribe to his channel. Check him out. It was the return of Lou Betcha. It was a good time. Check that stream out. Give it a like. I said Wednesday that I think it would be so funny if Woodburn clips Bo Nickel. There would be some people on MMA Twitter and around this community that would really have a hard time with that. It would, like, the walls of their reality would come crumbling down. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Nickel will get him down. I just think it'd be hilarious, though. There's a couple people that have bet Woodburn. I'm not saying that I've never done this before, but that's a fucking clout bet. That's a clout bet. You know it's not going to hit, but just on the off chance that it does, you want to be able to brag about it. But it's, yeah. Hey, man, I'm not saying it's impossible. I do give Woodburn a little bit of a puncher's chance. It's not much of one, but I'll give him like a 15% puncher's chance. Like I think there's an 85, probably more like 90% chance that Bo Nickel wins this fight. Just because of the wrestling advantage and the strike. Bo Nickel is fucking big. I know Woodburn is short, and that's not everything. Like he looks like a pretty strong dude as well, but Nickel's such a good wrestler. That's not just muscle. That's like muscle memory. That kind of strength and like technique. I think that once Nickel gets a hold of him, it'll be over in short order. But while they're standing on the feet, Woodburn does swing pretty hard, and he looks like he hits with the same amount of hardness as well. So like, it wouldn't completely stun me. Everyone hops on these now. It's becoming a square play. Yeah, like you talking about Woodburn? Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not quite. I'm assuming you're talking about that, but I'm not totally sure. So yeah, 3 minutes. Better get ready for this. So yeah, I guess the only one to ask before this starts: potential pullouts. Any of these late notice dudes just can't make the weight. Not going to happen. I'm hoping it's not somebody like Chirez. Like he's been around for a little bit, so I don't think it's going to be him. Woodburn sounds like he's ready to go. Mitchell, like Mitchell's enough of a veteran too. I think he'll probably be all right. I don't know, man. I would think everyone should be ready to go. So I'm going to say that no one pulls out. Hopefully. Oh God. God. Christ. Well, let's hope not. But yeah, this ain't about to start and put the headphones in. You tell me, Kraus Whisper. You know better than anyone. Give us the inside scoop. What's up, Lobby? How are you? What you vaping on? Dude, I have got some fucking kind nugget. What you know about them jelly pancakes, Lobby? What you know about that? UFC 290 weigh-in. Yeah, this shit is good tree. Usman on the weigh-in show, the UFC weigh-in show. Looks like this thing's about to start though. I'm gonna go to MMA Junkie. Just because they won't be talking. All right, here we go, boys. Can't remember when I heard that, but it sounded reasonable being the 4th of July. Oh, with Woodburn. Boom, we called it, dude. Zach. We called Volk, dude. There he is. Let's see what he looks like. He usually looks pretty drained at weigh-ins. I'm not going to lie. He's got a bandage on his cheek. He looks okay, though. I've seen him look worse. 144.5. I'm just going to leave him in the neutral. I think he looks fine. I've seen him look way worse before. I've seen him his cheeks look way more sunken in. Yeah. He looks good. What up, boy? What you doing? Shout out Stubborn Mick. What? They're not out? I was gonna say, dude, is that like a fashion statement? We do have a hip hop barrage in here. Maybe he can speak on that. You think it's Nelly Styley? 125 for Pantoja. Let's fucking go. Pantoja looks good. He's fucking hungry. Boom. All right. Shout out to my dude Aaron the dog. I know he's on Yair. I know a couple other people are too. Some sharp people. He's gonna be live, man. He really is gonna fucking go for it. See how he looks. Looking pretty good. I've seen Yair look way worse on the scales too. $145 looks sharp. Him and Volk look pretty good. There you go. Main event's official, boys. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. All right, here comes Moreno. What's up, Moise? Yeah, I got the rainbow belt. Here's Moreno. Moreno looks good too. Talk to me, Jeff Mullen. 125. Yeah. Yeah, Moreno looks sharp. Co-main's official. I said it before you did, Anik. I made it official before you did, technically. Das Effects rocked the Band-Aid before Nelly did. Great day. There you go. Straight from the horse's mouth. Suck on that knowledge. Fading a 34-year-old heavyweight, featherweight. Are you asking me that? Or are you saying that you're doing that and that's a rhetorical question? You're so cryptic with your shit, Lobby. 135 for Simon Simmo. He looks good. All right. Dricus. I know several people on this, man. To upset Whitaker. $186. He looks really fucking good on the scales. He always does. Fit, healthy, ready to rock. I think so too, man. I think so too, dude. I called the first non-title fight guy at least. Well, non-title guy at least. Nice. All right, here we go. We got Jimmy Crute. Looking good. Yeah, Crute usually always looks good on the scale. Crute's problem is never his usually the physical aspects, it's the mental aspects. It's the mental portion of the fight where he tends to come up short sometimes. All right, we got Whitaker, former champion, the Reaper. What's up, Nick Alexander? I see you. My favorite Weston Aussie. Whitaker. 185.5 for Whitaker. The Reaper looks good. Comes in on weight like a pro is one to do. Shout out to the 7 people in the building. Oh yeah, dude. Lobby's a good old bud. Oh yeah. Lobby, you old bud, you. Hear that? That's true. All right. Yasmin Haragwe. Yasmin Haragwe. She looks pretty good though. 115.5, looking sharp, looking ready. She about to get that ass whoop though, because she thinks she's a fucking big tough guy. She's done that the last 2 fights. Got kind of wobbled in both of them, and Gomes is better than both the fucking jobbers she fought. And here she comes, Gomes plus 300 underdog. Oh man, dude, when this hits, I'm gonna be very excited. She looks great, dude. 115.5. Looking wicked fucking sharp. Gonna chin check that hype job. Nah, Yasmin's good. She could win, but the way she fights, the way she brawls, she's gonna give me some chances to cash that. All right, Cam Kirk. Well, I got that prediction wrong. I said he'd be last of the scale, so 155.5. He looks like a brick shit house. Yeah, Zach, you were right about that. You fucking sack of shit. Nah, he looks good. Oh yeah, Stella Nunes is a fucking jobber too. Gomez is gonna chin check her. Let's fucking go, big boys. Kirk, go. Yeah, Kirk looks really good. I'd say he looks more than decent. Here we go, Josiah Harrell. 170.5, looking sharp as well. Dude, everyone's looking pretty good. I haven't seen anyone that's looked rough, honestly. Not that it matters, but just saying. I will catch up to the chat when this first wave dies down. Terrence Mitchell up next. Let's see how it looks. Looks pretty good. $135. That's crazy that he's 135. He looks bigger than that. I guess he's so tall. Yeah, I don't like his skill set. I don't like his style. I don't like his fighting style. Oh, Harrell. Yeah, that's a good call. That's funny. 206 for Petrino. Looking just like a fucking Adonis. All right, Hangman Hooker up next. Dude. That blonde hair is not fucking it, dude. 155.5. He looks good. He looks pretty good, except for that fucking hair. Right on. No, she's good. Harry's good. Nickel. Looking wicked sharp. Makes the weight no problem. That was okay. Here we go. Now Chirez. This is the one that I'm interested to see if he misses. I think he's gonna make it though. Was this a catch weight bout? I'm assuming it was 129 for Chirez. Val Woodburn. Can he shock the world? Can he do it? Can he land the fucking big one? Can he chin check Bo Nickel? Let's face it, that's his only path, dude. If it gets extended, Nickel will just 185.5. He looks good on the scale. I definitely respect a landscaper. Rooting for the landscaper, but yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm happy, thank you. I think I'm happy, thank you is about to just stomp a mud hole in Chirez. Yeah, got to be a catch weight. 130 for Tatsuro Taira. All right. Jesus Aguilar. Jesus Cristo. I think he's going to chin check Shannon Ross. I think he's going to 126. Let's fucking go. He looks good. Aguilar. He's a smaller flyweight, so he was never going to miss, but he looks good. And he does swing looping overhands, and there is not a punch. I don't know if Shannon Ross has ever not been hit by an attempted strike. I don't know if anyone has ever missed Shannon Ross that has attempted to punch him. And I just think I think that Aguilar is going to be looking to club and sub him, but Ross's chin won't let him. He'll just get sparked. So here we go. Minifield. I'm on Minifield, dude. I hear a lot of people just being like, nah, Crute's going to fix it this time. 205.5. Yeah. He is a strange guy. He is just a peculiar fellow. Not like, I wouldn't, like borderline cringe, just kind of like weird. He gives me a little like slightly high functioning vibes. Not like he's stupid. It's not like he doesn't like he can form complete sentences. It's just like there's something a little strange about him, man. When he talks, he's just a little peculiar, a little weird. But let's see. Let's fucking see. All right, looks like that is the first wave. Let me put this banner up real quick, and then I'll catch up with the chat. Shout out to the 5 people in the building. We got a small gathering here, boys. Tell all your friends. Let's get 10 people in here, dude. Let's double digit this myth up. I tried to, man. I tried to fucking put the tweet out last night. I made the I made the broadcasts the other day. It's been tough sledding for the viewership. I mean, it's not entirely true. I had 10 people in here the other day. Like last week, I feel like last Friday maybe. But yeah. Got 7. Can we get 10? Shout out to the 7 people in here, man. So let me put up these results. Got a good portion of the fighters that have weighed in. So these are your official UFC 290 weigh-in results. No one has missed weight so far. I hope no one does. Focus first. Oski. $44.5. Pantoja. 25. Gaer. Rodriguez, 145. Brandon Moreno, 125 on the button. The main and co-main are official. Your Coco is official. I think most of the main card is good to go. Cameron Simon. Five. Rodriguez. 86. Jim Crute. 205. Robert the Reaper. 185 and a half. Yaregui. Aragui. 115 and a half. Denise Gomes. Also 115 and a half. So that fight is official. War Denise Gomes. Well, Kirk looked good with the move up to 155 and a half. We'll see how he fares there. Hasn't worked on his striking defense. I think he's going to get knocked out by Rebovich. Josiah Harrell looked good. 70 and a half. Chance Mitchell didn't look bad. At 135. It's crazy. He's 135. Vitor Petrino. Rick Shithouse. 206, I believe. If I got any of the weights wrong, please feel free to correct me. Dan Hooker was 155 and a half. Bo Nickel was 185. Edgar Chairez was 129. It's a catch weight, so that's good. That's within the limit. Woodburn, Valentine Woodburn, 185 and a half. Could he shock the fucking world, dude? I think it'd be pretty insane. Not counting on it, but I'm happy. Thank you is 130. Jesus Aguilar is 126. And Alonzo Minifield is 205 and 1 height of 1 pound. There you go. Those are your weighing results thus far. No one has missed weight. I hope that continues. Duncan makes the best regular cup of just straight up black coffee. I don't mean fair trade Colombian coffee where the beans were all handpicked and they ship them here, like hand walk them here. Nah, man. Just give me a fucking cup of coffee. Just give me a cup of black coffee. Quick, fast, hot, good. Duncan. Pay me, Duncan. Pay me for that excellent free promo. All right, here we go. What we got here? Jack Della Maddalena. What's Della looking like? What you know good, Jack Della? What you say? Looking pretty fit. 171 for Jack Della. And he looks good doing it. All right. I need to update those as well. Della. $171. Okay. All right, now let me see who looks good. Who looks bad? Apologies, I forgot to put the avatars up. I know it's just crushing y'all. Looking good, looking good. Okay. And good. Volk, Pantoja, Yair, Legos, Seaman, Greekus, the Bogan, Jim Crute, Reaper, Yasmin, Holmes, Kirk. Hell, they've all looked sharp. Shit, boys. All of them. Damn, all of them. How about that? I'm not even gonna fucking bother. All of them. They all look sharp. I'm literally writing every fucking fighter down that's weighed in. All right, Royval is obviously the backup fighter for the co-main flyweight title fight. Looks like shit. They have to bring the fucking hurting curtain out for a dude that they don't even need. So Royval's basically just doing this to get his show money for showing up to weigh in because it's already official. Moreno and Pantoja both showed up on weight and looked healthy. They're not pulling out. This is unnecessary except for Royval to just make weight. What a circus. It ended like an unnecessary circus. He looks kind of like a all right, he makes 125. He must have been like 126 or something. Or yeah. Well, he makes the weight. Royval makes the weight 125. Did not look good. He's the only person that's really looked bad, and he's the only person that is not fighting that's weighed in. But he makes it, so he gets his show money. Looking rough there, but oh well. I guess thanks for nothing, for being there, for being a bud and being there. I don't know. I don't really know what to say to that. But yeah, he fucking got his show money. So yeah, everyone's looked good on the scale except for the one guy that's not fighting that they don't need. So yeah, everyone looks good except for Royval. And but I guess I guess I'll edit that since it's official for the record. Go down in the history books on this day, the day of our Lord, July 7th, 2023, the year of our Lord 2023. Brandon Royval weighed 125 as the backup fighter for UFC for the co-main event of UFC 290 and was not needed because the bout was made official. But there it is for the record. All right, I think we do actually have a little break now. So let me catch up with the chat. There's 46 messages. Good gosh almighty. What's up, boys? How are y'all doing, man? Jackie boy. What's up, Jack? How are you? Oh yeah, if there's a Jackie boy in the chat, it's gonna be lit. It's a party now. All right. I know I gotta go back a little bit to catch up on these. Wrong. No. Chirez is a dog. Yeah, I give him a little bit more of a shot than maybe a couple of the other guys, but still, like, I'm happy Thank You is going to crush him. I actually think he wins by GMP. When did you get that KO number, Mick? Zach is asking. asking 130. Catch weight, yes. Pussy weight. Best I saw was plus 200. Looks like a welterweight. Bet Rivers. Says the stubborn one. Zach says, what the fuck? Sushi Boy via Sushi Roll. Yeah, I think he's going to roll him up. Shannon Tate's last sermon. Small but fast. I talking about Aguilar. Yeah. I feel like Braxton James should be in Woodburn's corner. Yeah, I mean, just swing for the fences, dude. You ain't about to like out grapple Bo Nickel. He's just gonna wrestle fuck you. You might as well just try and knock his head off. Go out on your shield. No one's expecting anything less. You might as well just give it. Don't go out there and try and outsmart anyone. Just go out there. Your strength is your power. Lean into it. Keep yourself low. I don't know, man. That's just low center of gravity and fucking hurl that overhand. Just hurl over, just overhands and uppercuts. Yeah, I think Aguilar is gonna fucking crack him. I think what he's gonna try and do is like, what's up, Nick Alexander? I think what he's gonna try and do is club and sub him, but I don't think Ross's chin is gonna let him. I think when he cracks him, he's just gonna fall in a bad way, and the ref's gonna wave it off. But we'll see. Could be though. Yeah, I think that's gonna be that's kind of Aguilar's game plan. It is, man. It just he just absorb, like he literally like it's like a magnetic field. I'm saying, dude, I agree, man. I agree, Jackie boy. You old magic honeybee, you. Club and club. Yeah, dude. That's a nish. Nah, best of luck. No, I know you're on the other side there. Kirk, I will say I trust Kirk more than Shannon Ross. I do not think much of Shannon Ross. Shout out to my dude Aaron the Dog MMA. Ask him about Shannon Ross. I feel much the same way. He's not good. But Kirk at 155 could be a little more better, but I don't know. That's what I was saying. I wonder if it's a bruise. Volk had his cheek covered with a cute little belt sticker. He's probably hiding a cut, doing a terrible job of hiding it. Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Maybe there is something there. Yeah. Have a look. See. Bring us your findings, Jackie boy, for the people. Great. Did he have one on embedded? I'm not sure. Y'all tell me, man. He might just have permanent scars for all the fucking rugby. I don't know. Australian rules football. Is there a difference between Australian rules football and rugby, or is that just a different name for it? Nah, dude. That's like the greatest featherweight of all time. It's not gonna matter. Dude, I would fucking love that. I already love that he leans into the "I'm happy, thank you." It started as kind of like a gaffe, like kind of like a interpreter miscommunication or whatever, but it's just his gimmick now, and I fucking love it. They're like super Japanese, like they're very like Japanese touristy kind of like it's hilarious, dude. Yeah, I can see what you mean, Nate, but I think it might just be just sunken in cheeks from the cut. Bulk always has Skeletor face. You know, I agree with that, Jackie boy, but I think he actually didn't look too bad. I thought that his cheeks looked a little bit less sunken in. Like he has gone up there before and just looked like he got out of the sauna, like sweating and still looks like shit. I thought he looked better on the weigh-ins here than he has in previous fights. Yeah, I agree, Jack. No one. Yeah, that's the only thing that you can even look at. Yeah. that old busted schnoz, dude. That old bro got that old bird beak broken. Crute looks way better. Yeah, he looks good on the scale. Yeah, like the unnecessary backup. Right? Show up, don't fight, most likely, and get paid. Tight. Dude, it's not a bad gig. Yeah, you don't get the fame. Who needs that, dude? You just get the money. You get the money and like make the boss happy. I'm not mad at it, dude. Not a bad gig. Honestly, I'd be happy if either pulled out and Royval got the shot. Sick of Moreno's sequels. I know Pantoja about to put it to fucking bed. Once Pantoja beats him, it'll be 0-3. Pantoja with the belt. And I'm not guaranteeing a Pantoja win, but if he wins, I feel that it's more than likely going to be a finish. I feel like Pantoja's going to sub him. And everyone's going to be, it's not going to happen again. Lightning doesn't strike twice. Actually, Lightning can strike twice, technically. Look it up. But, yeah, I think Pantoja is just going to do what he always does. Be a cannibal. Grab a hold. Take the back. Submish. And I think Brandon Murray is going to get PTSD when it starts to happen. All right, 171 for Nico Price. He looks good. We have not seen my dude Ruthless. Nico Price looks good, though. 171 is the official weight for the Floridian. Nico, 171. Looking sharp, Bo Squatch. All right. And we're caught up. Price. $171. Save. Show. And yeah, there's no point in putting up who I think looks sharp because everybody does. Except Royval, and he's not fighting. So, that's what I'm saying. That's why I've got kind of like that's not really conspiracy theory, but a theory that I don't think is that. It sounds a little crazy, but it's, if you think about it, it might not be. All right, Marcin Prachniau. The man with the golden chin. 206. He looks pretty good. 206. It's never that he looks bad. It's not that he really like is a terrible fighter per se. He's not a great fighter, but he just got a very dodgy chin. I think Petrino is just going to be the kind of Bobo that's just going to bite down on his mouthpiece, march through a head kick, and just spark him. If you press Prachniau, cut the cage off, he can be beaten for sure. It's when guys just stare at him and chase him and don't cut the cage off, and he just circles out, and because he's good at standing at range and just karate fighting. He's a pretty good point fighter. So, yep. Yeah. What was I going to say? Yeah, but he looks good. Let me update that. I like that they're just rocking and rolling through these prelims, though. I mean, through these official weigh-ins. So, like I said in my tweet, and like I said earlier in the stream, I'm going to be pulling double duty today, boys. So, I'm not going to be hanging around for long once everyone is weighed in. In fact, I'm probably just going to wrap it up as quickly as I can because I am coming back at 6:30 for the stare down pregames, the ceremonial weigh-in pregame. So, we'd love to see y'all back this evening if you're around. If not, that's cool too. But I will be back covering those. And I'll be interested to see who has rehydrated the most, no one's really looked bad. So I have a feeling we're going to get, barring injuries, which there always will be some. I think we're going to get close to the best versions of whichever fighters. And obviously the late notice guys, it's a little bit different too. But the dudes that have had full camps, damn near everyone's look healthy. So we should be getting some at full strength ass fights, you know. Price Pratchneo is 206 pounds. Alrighty. Had a shot Pratchneo. Wait, I'll make the fucking weight. Alright. What are we doing here? Catching up with the chat. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Terrence Mitchell doesn't look good, says Stubborn Mick. In my mind, I think General Alex looks like Brandon Royval. That's funny. Moreno, step on one of your Legos and give me Pantoja Royval. That's a rematch, too. Pantoja just choke him even quicker. Haregi needs a titty lift like a mug. No, she don't want titties, dude. She's trying to turn those titties into just pecs. Dude, don't assume her gender. I'm just kidding. If Royval ends up fighting, I don't know, Jackie boy. I'm not trying to burst your bubble, but it's not going to happen. Royval's not fighting. It's just ironic that he's like the worst looking guy. And it's like, we don't actually need you, but you did make the weight, so here's your check. To me, Alex looks like the guy I worked at Ruby Tuesdays with back in the day, smoked a blunt after we got off. Oh, man, that's funny. Josiah looks soft, like he is sort of a tweener. Yeah, he didn't look like ripped. Josiah giving me Eugene vibes. Mick does not think Mitchell looks good. Exactly, dude. What? Who gives a fuck? No one's expecting you to beat Mitchell. I mean, no one's expecting you to beat Nickel. Everyone's expecting you to just get crushed. So why not give yourself a chance? At least you can say, I tried to knock him out and it didn't work. That's better than like standing at range, being tentative, throwing like a half-ass, like, I'm worried about getting taken down punch and then just getting taken down anyway. You might as well just swing for the fucking fences and get taken down. So, big difference. Australian football is some wacky. Yeah, shit, nice. Yeah, Volk has looked far worse on the scales than he did today. Agreed. Volk used IV. What a great day. Okay, cool. IV Volk, great. I don't get the Lawler love at all, don't you? Yo, say that, Jack. God damn it. Please not, dude. I'm sorry. If Moreno loses this fight, that's 0-3. Fuck off with the Moreno quadrilogies. I know that dude's got a lot of social media followers, but I know there's some people that are sick of Moreno too. Don't tell me you aren't a little bit sick of Moreno. Not because everyone, I know he's a nice guy. He's just very like lovable and fucking has the Legos, and I get it. I'm getting a little bit sick of fucking seeing his face, honestly. I want a new champ. I want some fresh blood. I know Pantoja's like 33, but I want some fresh matchups, is what I'm saying. And I've said that. I said that on my State of the Divisions. I think flyweight is one of the most overrated, stale fucking divisions there is. Everyone always tries to big up flyweight like it's just because they're these little guys. They're like, oh, the skill is just on a different level. It's like, whatever, dude. It's top heavy. The same fucking dudes fight each other over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. I'm sick of it. Flyweight is stale. It's top heavy. It's fucking overrated. It's not deep at all. It's like, I'm sick of it, Jackie boy. I'm sick of it. Yeah, and I'm not that naive to think that like, oh, you know, it's going to be, he's the same fighter I know that Moreno's leveled up, but Pantoja isn't washed. It would be different if Pantoja was going out there and like getting smoked and like looking really bad and like this is also another thing. Everyone has acted like Moreno's been flawless and like, oh, he leveled up and like, no, he beat Figgy twice. And Figgy pretty much beat him twice too. That was kind of a push if we're being real. I'm sorry. The fouls in the first Figgy fight, I know they look bad, but like it obviously wasn't bad enough that it affected Moreno so bad he couldn't continue. So I just like he won that first fight. He beat the shit out of Moreno in the first fight, and he beat the shit out of him in the third fight. And Pantoja hits really hard, and I don't think it's like everyone's acting like Moreno's invincible, dude. Like, no, he's been dropped multiple times in the UFC. I think Pantoja is the more durable fighter, clearly. I don't think Moreno takes a good punch very well, but everyone always acts to like lean on this. Oh, well, he's got the Mexican chin. He's the Mexican toughness. No, he gets sat on his ass with a big punch like anybody fucking else in that division. Pantoja's jiu-jitsu skills are going nowhere. He is still the much better submission grappler. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. He has the better jiu-jitsu. He hits harder. He's tougher. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Moreno has better cardio. And he's definitely better than the last time Pantoja fought him. But again, I think it's bullshit that people think that Moreno's unbeatable. He had to get his belt back from Figueiredo. He got dropped 3 fucking times in the third Figueiredo fight. So yeah, he leveled up there all right. You know what I mean? Like it's just he got the last laugh against Figgy, but it was really 2-2 if we're keeping it a buck. You like anybody really think that Moreno won the first fight? Like you really think that if he didn't get the point taken in his favor that he won? Nah, he didn't. He got roughed up in the first and the third one. I think he's gonna get roughed up here. I think he's gonna get clubbed and sub. But yeah, obviously I'm biased. Pantoja is my favorite flyweight, and I'm just beating the war drum this week. And if I die on the hill, then yeah, tell the world my story. Lie if you need to. You probably will. Just to make me look cool. Just make me look cool, boys. That's all I've ever wanted. All right. Let's see. I think this card is gonna break or tie the dude. Noah, thank you for bringing that up. I was looking at this card, and I think there is a chance that every single fucking fight on this card could end in a finish. I'm not bullshitting you either. I think the finish is live in every fucking fight. Every single one. For real, dude. I think the only one that might not end in finish is Nico and Lawler. Ironically enough. Woodburn. Dude, seriously, why not? Jesus Christ. I'm getting a little sick of Moreno. It's not that I hate him as a person. Like, he seems like a nice guy, family guy. Like, it's not that. It's just, it's just getting annoying. It's just grinding my gears a little bit. Moreno and Figueiredo have fought 4 fucking times. This will be the 3rd time Pantoja and him have fought. The division is just shallow and fucking stale and very overrated. Nah, I think it's overrated. I think it's very shallow. I like it. They launder it so fast nobody sees. Holloway lost 3 to Volt. I disagree. Oh, you mean in quadrilogy? You talking about in the series of fights? Who has won after losing the first 2? Hey, that's a good point, man. It's not that I don't get the Lawler love, but you're also talking to like a certified Robbie Lawler stan. Like, Lawler is probably like my 3rd or 4th favorite MMA fighter of all time. Shannon Ross. Shannon the Cannon Briggs Ross. Here we fucking go, boys. Let's go, champ. Looking a little gaunt and angular. 120 makes the weight though. 126. God. All right. Can't hate on him too bad for that. Shannon the Cannon makes the weight. Ross, 126. He is ready to go, I guess. Let's say it looks a little rough though. I gotta keep it. Gotta keep it $150. Rough. Here we go. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So I've been thinking about this. Lawler, yeah, I get the Lawler fade. That's very understandable. He's 41. He pretty much retired before this. He said he's retiring after. That's why I'm not betting Lawler. I'm so tempted to bet Lawler, especially at the price, but I think I bet him last time. All right. I know I picked him last time against Barberina. I'm picking Lawler. All right, he's one of my favorite fighters. This is going to be the last time I'm going to have to pick him. I'd rather pick him and be wrong than pick Nico and say that just to say that I was right about Lawler's last outing. No, I'm riding or dying with picking Lawler. If I go down, then I'm going down with the ship. I'm not going to bet it though. So yeah, that's a little hypocritical, but no, I just don't see any reason to. Yeah. Picking him because I'm a fan. But also, Nico Price is not a world beater by any stretch. And if you're picking Nico Price, let's be honest, you're fading Lawler. You're not picking Nico because you think he's the better fighter. He's not the better fighter. Lawler's just older and washed. So it's a fade on Lawler for sure. I don't know, man. I just am picking Lawler. I think there's a chance he gets knocked out. Nico does hit pretty hard, but Nico is pretty hittable himself, and he just got knocked out not too long ago himself. And Lawler's not the worst striker ever. He'll go out there. Lawler will go out on a shield. There's one thing I know. Lawler will fight. Lawler loves to stand in the pocket, slip and rip. He's not a stick and move kind of guy. He's a fucking stand in the pocket, slip the jab, counter with the hook, slip the jab, counter with the uppercut. Lawler likes the pocket box. That's what he's going to do. It might get him chin, but I'm picking Lawler by decision, actually. That's kind of, I think that Lawler is going to do the cleaner work. I think he's the cleaner striker, and I think he's going to win the minutes. I think Nico's really hittable. I think Lawler actually does have a little bit better defense. Maybe the stats don't reflect that, but I think against Nico, I think he's going to be the better boxer. And Nico's wonky on the feet. So Lawler could get caught, but if they're just boxing, Lawler's going to tune him up. So I don't feel terrible about picking Lawler. I feel like it's maybe Nico being a slight favorite, but at minus 200, minus 250, that's what I lined him at. But in my head, I don't know, man. It might be a little bit closer than that. Maybe not. Maybe Lawler just goes out and gets slumped. I mean, the retirement talk is why I can't bet him. I don't feel comfortable enough with that. But this is the last time, dude. I'm not gonna not pick my dude. Last time out, fuck it, let's go. One last ride. Great opportunity to not bet. Well spoken's passing the Warrior torch. Yeah, fair enough. I do think that someone said it. Was it Lou or somebody said it earlier? That like Nico, I don't think is quite as good as Bam Bam Barberina. Like they're about on the same level, but Nico's a little chinny himself, and I do think Lawler is a better boxer. But Nico does have power, and Lawler, his durability has like he's not he's not really chinny. He's a little chinny, but he's not too bad. I think they both have the same level of durability, honestly, at this point. Like Lawler was way more durable a few years ago, but now that he's 41, he just got knocked out. I don't know, man. It keeps him so stale, dude. Even if you're gonna rematch, have somebody else in between, even if it's just one title defense. Why do you immediately need to go back to the rematch? I cannot stand that shit. I hate that shit. Unless it is just razor close, everyone like, especially a finish, dude. Immediate rematches after a finish, fuck off. Like I know the UFC really needed Adesanya to get that one back, so they're just like, okay, like we're just gonna keep doing this until Izzy wins. But with this, I don't know, man. I don't like it. We've established it clearly. The cartel uses PFL. That's hilarious. Bring back Joe Silva. Somebody needs to make these ring guys fight Makaev and Tyra. Yeah. One of the men around whom this card was built. Shannon Ross. Dude, no shit. Dude, I'm with you. It is infuriating. Do you think the retiring fighter is due? That's another thing too. Like they have been on a skid. That's actually, Lobby, that is a good question. Rhetorical or not, like that's a good question. I wouldn't be surprised, man. Lawler is a better fighter. Like I said, if this was 5 years ago, dude, they wouldn't be booking Lawler versus Nico Price. Nico was still fighting. Like Nico's like a. Can you even call him a high-end jobber? He's just like your standard middle of the road jobber. Whatever, action fighter, if you want to call him an action fighter. He shows up, he fights hard. He's not the most skilled, but he definitely tries. He's exciting to watch. He's an action fighter. He's a jobber. He's like and I'm not like saying that disrespectfully. Like if I think a guy's a bum or just a total shit fighter, I'm going to say that. But a jobber is just a jobber. It's like it's a middle of the road kind of journeyman, kind of like Nico's a journeyman. Lawler's a former champion. He's the more skilled fighter. I can't bet him with the chin and the retirement talk. And the age. I just can't do it. I agree. I do agree with that. Like Mick said that above, and I agree with that. It just Nico at that price is just not worth it. Like there just seems like there's better spots on the card. Nico's a better, yeah, fair enough. Great no bet. Agreed. Yeah, that should have been stopped. And like, yeah, I got you, Bo. Yeah, it's just, hey man, Nico is a winnable fight. Nico's a winnable fight for Lawler. He is. The intangibles and some of the tangibles are not in Lawler's favor, but skill-wise, stylistic matchup-wise, this is a fight that Lawler would win. Like I said, if he was 35, he wins this fight like 10 times out of 10. Not 10 times out of 10, like 8 times out of 10. But it's way, way close. It's probably more like 60-40 Nico. But like I said, I'm picking Lawler because that's my dude. I'm riding with him one last time. I would feel sick to my stomach if I picked Nico and Lawler won, and it was his retirement fight. And I didn't get to pick him again. I'm not gonna let that happen. If I die on Lawler Hill, if I die on Pantoja Hill, tell them my story, boys. Fucking Duncan is so good. Even lukewarm Duncan is so good. Yeah, fair point. Yes, indeed. I don't think it's going to continue to be 100% of the time, but yeah, he's a jobber. He is a jabroni for sure. Like I can't really like trying to make Nico into some kind of like a no. He's a jabroni. Yeah, true. Fags. Yep, that's why I'm not betting him. That's true. And then he became champion. And Lee Renat. They should have given Lee to Lawler. He would have won that shit. Yeah, he probably would have. Lawler last win was Nate Diaz. He just threw 600 punches and sat down and quit. Yeah, Nick Diaz. Yep. Yep. That was very satisfying to me. So yeah, I mean, I understand why Nico is favored. Trust me, I get it. But yeah, we've talked enough about that. So what do we want to talk about? I want to smoke some more weed. Boys, I got some jelly pancakes here. And it is just so proper. It's so fucking good. Join me, won't you? Have a casual toke with your old bud, 2 cents. We're just sitting here talking weigh-ins, talking fights, talking UFC, UFC 290. We're on the brink, gentlemen. Kicks off tomorrow. Well, it kicks off later this evening with a nice ceremonial weigh-in, which I will be covering. I will be back at 6:30. So I will be wrapping this stream up post-haste once the last fighter is weighed in. So I'm hoping like Lawler, Bo, you go ahead and get up there and weigh in. Like he didn't look like the worst I've ever seen a fighter look, but I don't think he looked good. Yeah, we'll just fucking see about that, Jack. Let us fucking see. Well, what should we talk about? Jacketh attacketh. Give me a fight to talk about. How about a good one? How about not Nico and Robbie Lawler? Like, I know these are the kind of fights that we love to get into. We love to just clash heads about, but let's talk about a real fight. Like one of the main, co-main, one of the title fights. Dricus Whitaker. Let's talk one of the big ones. Since we're just sitting here, let's spice things up a little bit. Jelly pancakes. Cross between jelly breath and pancakes. Pankaku. What y'all know about that Inherent Vice? That might be my favorite Paul Thomas Anderson movie. I fucking love that movie. Little Doc Sportello. Those two in a tree. Fucking. Fuckinging. Okay. God, see, this is why I have to keep things on track because I knew. No, we've already covered that. I've talked too much about Shannon Ross. Swing and a miss. Jackie Boy fanning the joint. Strike one. Got Jackie Boy with a slider there. I don't feel bad. These were slaves fighting for my dollar. There will always be more. Yeah, next. Keep him coming. Next. Nah, he's not going to work out. Pitch him to the Wolves. Next. Keep him coming. The meat is flowing. The boar is roasting on the fucking spit. God damn it. God damn it. Okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna force this one through. Let's talk about Dricus du Plessis and Robert Whitaker. That's what we're gonna talk about right now. I should have known better. Petrino Prashnia has me tripped out. Yeah, I think Petrino sparks him. That's one I'm not overthinking. Petrino's 25. He's not like the reason I think like I understand being bamboozled by Prashnia's recent kind of like back and forth run, but I think what it is like Khalil is a Jekyll and Hyde type fighter, and he really looks sketchy. And like that's not the only fight that he's just looked like. Well, who the fuck is? Do I even know this guy? Like, what? Do I even? Is this the Khalil Roundtree I've been watching? There's that, and then William fucking Knight. That's one of the worst performances I've ever seen. Petrino's a young dude. He's not going to just stand there and be perplexed. I think he's just going to get pissed. I actually think like Prashnia might like head kick him or something and like get his attention, like stun him or wobble him, and then he's just like, yeah, fuck you, motherfucker, and just fucking yeets on him. I think he yeets on him. Gambling is some real patriarch shit when you think, I mean, it kind of is. It's kind of one of the oldest, one of the oldest Bodick things to do, Why is everyone saying Dricus du Plessis is so loud? Let's talk about it, Mick. Let's talk about Stubborn Mick. Let's talk about the Coco. What do you think, Jackie Boy? Coco talk? People betting price. I think they're getting a little cute with it. I think that's the one people are kind of like overthinking a little bit. I like it, dude, because Whitaker is a chinny decision machine and African fighters on a roll. Hi-yo. So, yeah, I think Robert Whitaker is going to knock out Dricus. That's my official pick. Shout out to my dude, Aaron the Dog MMA. Robert Whitaker is in the John Lee parlay. I think it's a good anchor. I get why people think Dricus is live. And at the number, I get it. He's on, like Noah said, he's on a roll. Whitaker is a little bit chinny. If you just want to say Whitaker is chinny, that's fine with me because he kind of is. It's not that he doesn't have heart. He clearly has heart for days. Like he's a former champion. He is one of the elite middleweights. I think Dricus is live because he hits hard and he blitzes forward. I think he has the reach advantage. Whitaker. So think about when Whitaker's been like really fucking hurt. Adesanya clipped him with a left hook. Darren Till hit him with a step-in elbow. Thompson hit him with several counter strikes. Dricus is kind of a long-range, powerful dude. He blitzes in at weird times, and like he just has weird power. He's a guy that like he's kind of slow, but he's just weird, man. Dricus is weird. He kind of like explodes out of nowhere. So that's why I think he's live, but I don't think he's going to win. I think he might even hurt Whitaker at some point, but what I keep seeing in every fight, I'm seeing this in every single fucking Dricus fight, is, dude, he is really sloppy when he starts to blitz in. Like, really, Dricus doesn't look bad when he's just standing in place and throwing. Like, he can throw a decent looking 1, 2, 3. Jab, cross, left hook. And it's powerful as shit. But when he's blitzing forward, he kind of looks like Juliana Pena. If he's doing that against Whitaker, he could clip Whitaker, but I think he's going to get counterpunched really badly. he is getting buzzed and hurt in all these fights. So if he keeps this trajectory up of like you rack up the level of competition, he gets hurt and still comes through. Rack up the level of competition, gets hurt, still comes through. Racks like if he keeps that trajectory, that'll be insane. But I think this will be them going to the well one too. This Dricus will go to the well one too many times here. Whitaker didn't need no fucking 3 rounds to get rid of Brad Tavares. And it didn't take that long to get rid of Derek Brunson either. Like, he fucking smoked them. Whitaker had a tough fight with Brad Tavares. That's not a good look to me. I think, and this is weird. I was talking with Stubborn Mick about this. The narratives around this fight are so weird. Dude, if the UFC really, really wanted to, they could have made Dricus Adesanya right now. Like, they could have already been booked that fight. This is a really risky... If the UFC... Think about it like this. If the UFC is really, really, really trying to make Dricus the next guy, and you think that he can beat Adesanya, you could have already made that fight. There's no need for him to fight Whitaker. Whitaker's already lost to Adesanya twice. So call me crazy, but I think there's a chance that they wouldn't mind having the Adesanya-Whitaker trilogy. In Australia, I'm not saying it's a bigger fight than Dricus, but they're not adverse to making trilogy fights. Are you fucking kidding me? We're getting one tonight or tomorrow night. We just had one with Adesanya and fucking Poatan. They make trilogy fights like it ain't nothing, Bo. They do it in flyweight all the time. So everyone's like, whoa, we don't want to see this for a third time. Yeah, you might not. Look at Usman Edwards. It happens. It's not that crazy. Robert Whitaker got a serious fan base. I don't know if you guys know that or not. People love them some fucking Robert Whitaker. He's already an established dude. And there is a gaggle of Whitaker fans that still want that get back, that think he did better in the Adesanya fight. There's people that say he won the second Adesanya fight. I don't personally agree with that, but it was a pretty competitive fight. I'm not crazy, dude. I know that the build up to Dricus Adesanya would be more exciting. I know that would, for most people, be like the fight we want to see. I would rather see that fight. That's why I don't know why the fuck they're making this one. Like I said, if you think Dricus is the dude, why are you risking him getting knocked off by, like, other than Adesanya and Poatan, he's the best fucking middleweight? Why do you need to all of a sudden, a company that like skips the line like a motherfucker for who they think is the hottest commodity, why all of a sudden are you being such a purist? Like, no, he needs to fight the absolute best of everyone before he can, like, bullshit. They could have made that fucking fight. So I think they are thinking maybe about a Whitaker trilogy. I think Whitaker's a better fighter. I think that Dricus has been fortunate to get out of some of these moments. And I think when Whitaker hurts him, he's going to put him away. I think Whitaker's going to knock him out. Does that make sense? So am I crazy? I mean, I know I kind of am, but like, I don't know, man. That just don't make no sense to me. Yeah, but I still want to hear the, I want the Dricus smoke, dude. Ooh, you hear that, Jack? Fight. I'm just playing. That arms us into straight punch, throws not looking. Dude, he's going to get countered. He, like, Adesanya will knock him out too. Adesanya and Whitaker will knock him out, honestly. Yeah, I've heard some crazy, like, mental gymnastics shit around, like, all of a sudden Tavares is this, like, tough, good veteran. Like, man, Whitaker smoke. I don't want to hear that Brad Tavares is so fucking tough just because Dricus goes tooth and nail with him, and then he gets smoked by Bruno Silva. And, oh no, Dricus is the one that hurt his chin. Bullshit, motherfucker. Whitaker smoked that dude. I just don't think Dricus hits quite as hard as y'all think he does. I think he's been made to look like that by some of the chinnier fighters. I thought the Tavares fight was a big red flag. He was getting lit up by Darren Till, too. Whitaker's a way better grappler than Darren Till. I don't know if you guys saw their fight or not. I think Whitaker's going to fuck him up. But Dricus is live to knock him out. Whitaker doesn't have a very good chin. He can definitely clip him with one of those punches. I just don't think it's going to happen. But I get it. Like, how did I have that lined? Let me see. How did I line Whitaker and Dricus? I had Whitaker at minus 250. I'm sure it's well over that now. I had Whitaker minus 250, Dricus plus 200. That's how I lined it originally, and I have written in capital letters pass. I think it's Dricus or pass. I'm passing. Like, I'm picking Whitaker. I think he wins, but from a betting standpoint or perspective or whatever, like yeah, it's probably just pass on it. Unless you just really like Dricus. I mean, Dricus is live to club and sub Whitaker for sure. Dricus is a pretty good grappler. I think he doesn't. People don't always realize that, but if he hurts Whitaker, he's probably gonna choke him. But I don't know, man. There's a chance he could hurt Whitaker. Whitaker weathers the storm, and honestly, dude, the way that Dricus has looked in some of these fights, if that's Whitaker on the other side with the return fire, you're probably gonna get it. Who we got now? Esteban Ribovich. Esteban looking rough. God, he already pointed to the fucking hurting curtain. Jesus Christ. Oh, my fucking God. I'm going to throw up, boys.
Oh, Christ. Maybe you can give me some bubbly water.
God. Here we go. Here we go. Whoever called Ribovich missing weight, you might be on it. Let's see. He makes it. He fucking makes it. Oh, it's sketchy, dude. He looks rough too, boys. God, I'm going to throw up.
Christ, I'm gonna fucking puke. God, boys. I'm feeling nauseous.
Esteban. Only do call me Esteban. Yeah. Ribovich, but he makes the weight. 156. That is the most important thing. He has looked the roughest so far, though. Ribovich. 156. I'm gonna have another sip of fucking Dunkin'. It was just a long back thing. I don't know. Anyways, all right. So we're just waiting on Robbie, and that's what I'm saying, dude. Yeah, and see, y'all already know that Till is just a bad grappler. You know he's not a bad striker. Saying that Till is a bad striker is a bad faith argument. I'm sorry, you're just being a Till hater. He's a good striker. He dropped Wonder Boy. Like, he's pretty good. 185, obviously he can't compete with the grappling. That's clear. But dude, he dropped Whitaker. He's hurt most of the people that he's fought on the feet. But yeah, I mean, Whitaker kind of tuned Darren up. I think he's going to do think about the spots where Dricus looks like sketchy in his fights, and then think about who he's in there with at the times. Like kind of a high-end jobber in Brad Tavares, Brunson. Like I said, two guys that Whitaker just fucking stormed through. Like he stormed through younger, fresher versions of Brunson and Tavares. So I don't know, man. I think Dricus made Tavares look like he was kind of back, and that's why a lot of people thought that he was going to beat Bruno. So yeah, anyways, but yeah, that's kind of how I feel about that one. I do think Dricus is live though. I think he's definitely got some momentum, and he definitely hits hard. And Whitaker does not have the best chin, so that's why I'm not getting like crazy cocky about Whitaker. I just think it is going to end up being a little bit of a levels fight. Not that Dricus is like not a good fighter. Dricus is a really good fighter. He's like borderline elite. If he beats Whitaker, he's in an elite tier. He's borderline. He's like captain of the B team for sure. And Whitaker is like on the lower end of the A team. So they're kind of meeting close, which is like, I think it's where the line's sitting at now. I think it should be, like I said, a little bit closer. Like Whitaker, moderate favorite, maybe like minus 200 to minus 250. If it's more than that, I think it's a little wide. I'm just fucking passing. But yeah. No, I don't think it's crazy. Yeah, that's fair. Yep. Yeah. Nah. When Jack has dug his heels in and planted his flag, we've talked about it, it's just fight hype at this point. So yeah, we're just gonna make our case and say it loud and see what happens, man. I'm excited though, boys. It's a big pay-per-view. It's like a lot of questions are going to get answered. This is a very divisional shifting type of, like the states of these divisions are going to be shifted a lot depending on what happens. But that's why I fuck with Jackie Boy, because I'm kind of the same way. That's why me and Jack have been like arguing for like 3 years now online about fights. And it's certainly been fun. No, I don't. Yeah, it looks like shit. More like Konnichiwa Robertson. Tanimasu. I'm looking to find a place to put this throw up that I have in my hand. I just puked in my hand. I'm looking for a place to put it. Tell him, Lobby. I'm telling you, dude. I think Dricus, like, he's live. I'm not saying he's not live. He can knock out Whitaker. He can club and sub him. I don't see him winning a decision because I think that, like, while they're standing at range, he's going to get tuned up, man. Whitaker's a good kicker. His distance control is ridiculous. Like, you said you watch MMA, you're dead to me. Whitaker's only wins in the last 2 years are KG and Vittori. Those aren't bad. Those ain't bad. Is that some anime shit? Dude, I can't, like, I know I talk shit a lot about weeaboos and, like, poke fun and shit, but, like, most of the time, like, I definitely like some anime. I'm not going to sit here in front like I've never watched anime before. There's definitely some anime shows that I like more than others. And I don't know, man. Sorry, they're saying something that's distracting me. Yeah, man. Like, I like Bleach. Bleach is a pretty weebed out show. But I have the first 3 seasons of Bleach on DVD. And I like watching sometimes because on DVD you can just fast forward through all the like really corny, cheesy, like Japanese humor parts. That's like the worst part about it. That like when it does the little cut scenes where they're like they play the goofy music and they have the crying like little like tears and they're like and it's like got crazy colors in the background. It's like that shit is just like, oh my god, what the fuck is this? But then you just fast forward that through that to like the sweet like spirit samurai like fucking sword fights, the like super powered sword fights, and that's when it becomes tight because it gets pretty violent. But yeah, I can't act like I've never watched anime before, but like I tried to get into Demon Hunter or Demon Slayer or whatever it's called, and I got like it's another one that where like I have to fast forward through some of the like the cringy humor shit, but yeah, the fighting and shit is cool, the fight scenes. But yeah, I'm very choosy with the anime. It has to be like good, but I'm not gonna hate. Like I do like to fucking like I'll weave out every now and then, but Soldish finished him as a favorite. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Soldish just got smoked by some jobber. Couldn't cash that equals 200. Is that supposed to be minus 220? What the fuck? Yeah, Dricus beat Derek Brunson at 39. Till, who hurt him some. Tavares. Yeah, like I think I have Dricus at plus 200. I think if it's more than if Dricus is like plus 300, I get it. For sure. Jackie Boy planting his feet. You ain't pushing Jackie Boy off his square. I know that. Well, if there's one thing I know, it's that. I mean, I'm the same way. It's like that's why I fuck with Jack. Because in that respect, when we're on our side of whichever fight, we're cut from the same cloth in that way. Yeah, I don't even consider this arguing. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I kind of feel the same way. And like, you know me, like I'll be on here on Monday to eat shit if I need to. I've been making bad picks this year, so Robert Whitaker could end up being one of them, but he's not far from it, man. Like, other than okay, put it like this, and it's fucked up. Yeah, I know it's a crazy world we're living in, but think about it like this. I will concede this. Yeah, I agree, but I think Whitaker is more alive than Magomedov. Like I think he is powerful, and Whitaker doesn't have an iron chin. He can be hurt by big punches, wobbled. So yeah, I don't. It's not like I don't get it. I'm just gonna pick Whitaker. Yeah. Jack Weiland. Not to me. No. Jack, you already know. I will give Dricus his props. If he beats Whitaker, and I just said this like 20 minutes ago, that is taking him into the elite tier. He's borderline elite right now. Dricus is a great fighter. He can be an elite fighter if he beats Whitaker. Whitaker's a former champion. If people are out here calling Whitaker a jobber for losing to Dricus, I'm sorry, man. Like that's just some old bullshit, and I will push back on that. Whitaker is elite. We need to see if Dricus is elite. Some believe him to be that. I'm not saying it's not possible. He certainly has the power and the will to do it. I just think Whitaker is of a bit higher level, a bit craftier, a bit too slick, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I think that's also kind of gets overblown too. I think that middleweight's weird because there's so many like Adesanya haters and Whitaker stands are really insufferable. I said that Wednesday on Aaron's show. Like you get a lot of and I'm not talking about Jack. I'm not, the present company excluded. I just mean like in the Twittersphere, you get a lot of bad faith arguments around all three of these fighters. Or you can throw Poetan in there as well. Poetan, Izzy, Whitaker, like Dricus. There's a lot of bad faith arguments that get tossed around. They're all great fighters. They're like Adesanya, Alex Pereira, Robert Whitaker are all established elite fighters. Dricus is trying to establish himself as that. And if he beats Whitaker, he will be that. And I'll give him all the credit in the world. And I agree. And I'm not going to be a hypocrite and say that I've not been critical of Whitaker before. I am Mr. Fade Robert Whitaker. His chin is dodgy, man. It just is. But just seen him up against heavy punchers before, weathering the storm, and just styling on him, dude. When Whitaker gets going in his rhythm, he's really good at bouncing in and out of range and counter striking. And when he gets going, man, he's nasty. So yeah, and this has been a nice back and forth between Stubborn Mick and Jackie Boy. 100% Utah, you bet your ass. In my book, he certainly will be. No, I won't stand for that. If Dricus beats Whitaker, he is elite, period, point blank. I'm not going to make any fucking excuses, man. I mean, we're kind of splitting hairs there, Donnie. Like, I consider the elite of the division to be like the top three, the champion in the top three. Like 5, yeah, 4 or 5, yeah, you're pretty much elite. You know what I mean? Like, so that means you're basically calling Strickland elite. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like, yeah, like borderline elite. Then you just kind of get into a hair splitting, Donnie, you know? But yeah, I think personally, this is just me. And I'm a little bit more of like an elitist prick when it comes to like the divisions. Like, the top 15 fighters are all good fighters. Period. They're all good fighters. The top 10 are great fighters. The top 3 and the champion are like elite. 4 or 5 is borderline. You're a great fighter, borderline elite. That's just kind of how I have it up. But some people, it's a little bit more like, 50 top, 1 through 15 is elite. 5 through the champion is God tier or S tier or whatever. It's just hair splitting. They're all good fighters, man. I think Dricus is a great fighter for sure. It's kind of just take it or leave it. Like it's you're getting there. You're borderline. You know what I mean? Like Strickland's a great fighter. Dricus is a great fighter. I think Vittori's a good fighter. Like I think all those guys. Roman's good. Like they're all good fighters. They're all great. Fuck, I'll say they're all great fighters. It's just elite is the champion. The dude's just right fucking there. Makes that fuck Dricus. I'm telling you, dude, JAB, baby. It'll win you a damn fight. Here we go. Let's fucking go. You go, Robert. You go, Robert Glenn Lawler. Ruthless, baby. Doesn't look too bad. For an old Rob. For an old bud. 170 and a half. Nah, I wish he was an old bud. He don't know me from Adam, but Lawler makes the weight 170 and a half. Like a pimp. There we go. I think that's it, right? Right? fucking close, dude. If it ain't, it's damn close. And I thought he looked pretty good. So let's see what we got here. See, we got like damn near everybody was looking good in my opinion. I'll still put it up there for the peeps. Kirk. I thought Hare looked pretty good. A little soft, but I mean he looked healthy. Mick did not think Mitchell looked good. I didn't think he looked too bad. I'm gonna put him up there. But I will also put up the word to the wise. Man, I would not make your picks or bets based on these weigh-ins, dude. If the dude is the better fighter, he's going to win 9 times out of 10. If he's not, he's going to lose. It doesn't really matter what he looks like on the scale. Some of these dudes rehydrate like crazy, and some of them just don't. God damn it. I beg your pardon. God, let's see. I gotta shorten this up. All right, Val, Jesus. Harold, Mitchell, Petrino, Hooker, Chires, Ella. I'll just say, since I don't have enough room on this fucking banner, I'll just say everyone. Everyone except down arrow. And then, yeah, everyone except these guys. Looking sharp. Everyone except these. Which is pretty good, dude. Not bad. Of course, one of the guys looks terrible. I bet him. So, yeah, Ross betters, Esteban betters. Sweating a little bit. But, like I said, if the guy's a better fighter, he's going to win. If he's not, he's going to lose. That's been my experience. And I've made the mistake too many times of not recognizing that and paying for it. Switch, dude. I can't tell you how many times I switch my pick and be like, "Oh, dude, this dude doesn't look good on the scale. He's gonna lose," and then he wins, and you just feel like a dumbass. Or you pick a guy like, "Oh, this dude looks better on the scales," and he just gets his ass beat. All right. How many more fighters are there? I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go to the MMA Junkie USA Today articles. MMA Junkie. And I will look at their updated thing, who is left. Because if we're pretty much done, here we go. Who are we waiting on? Jalen Turner. We're waiting on the Tarantula. That's it. So I'll tell you what. If Jalen Turner does not weigh in in the next 10 minutes, I'm just going to cut it at 2 hours. Because that's what I have pretty much portioned this out as. I have like 4.5 hours, a little over 4.5 hours of streaming time left this month. It resets on the 15th, which means I have 4.5 hours to cover today, Monday, and Friday. Now, Monday is going to be like an hour-long stream. So as long as I have a little bit of time left over, StreamYard won't cut you off if you have a little bit of time to start the stream. So Friday will be cool. Like I said, Monday will be like an hour. So I'm going to need these two streams combined to be like 3 hours total. Thus and so, I'm going to cut this one at 2 hours because I'm going to be back for the ceremonial weigh-ins and stare downs, which will be, yeah, they're usually like 30 minutes long. So all that total, maybe an hour, a little over, something like that. So yeah, if he hasn't weighed in the next few minutes, I'll just cut it and then give the update. I mean, everyone's going to probably see it anyway before that. So I'll cut it and then just give the update when I come back. But yeah, pretty good weigh-in so far. No one's missed weight. Had a close call with Ribovich, but he made it. So just a quick betting recap, gents. And I'll do some shout outs and I'm going to get the fuck up out of here, dude. Real quick. This must be said. The stream is for entertainment purposes only. It's not gambling or financial advice. You'd be a damn fool. Tail at your own risk. If you decide to tail any of the plays that I am playing myself, I'm not giving these out. I'm just telling you what I'm betting. Bet responsibly and call that number if you can. If there's one thing I have been doing that I can say, I have been betting responsibly for the most part. So I've definitely made some silly bets, but as far as like the amount that I'm betting, the amount of chasing, I've been responsible with that. I'm still down this year, but I'm not down by much. If I have a good night tomorrow night, I could be in the green. I've bet a couple kind of risky underdogs. I have a pretty risky parlay. But again, I am trying to be as responsible as possible with my unit management. I've only bet a unit and a half on this fight card. I was tempted to just bet 3-4 units and just let's fucking clean up. But nah, man, I'm not going to. So if I lose everything, I'm down 3 units. That's still a big night away from getting back. So I'm not going crazy, man. I feel pretty good about the bets that I made. For the 3rd week in a row, I set my own lines and looked for spots that were just off when I looked at the bookies lines. It's worked for me the past couple weeks. We'll see if it can work 3 weeks in a row. So yeah, dude. Yeah, trying to get a little bit sharper. Like I said, I bet for fun and for clout and shit. It's not something that I'm not anywhere close to. Like I'm barely an amateur, but I'm trying to get a little bit sharper. Try not to make as many boneheaded plays. So these are my bets. This is my little slate for 290. Going for 3 winning weeks in a row. Get myself up out of this damn hole. Okay, I know this one. I'm going to be sweating this one. This is just a sweaty parlay. Even if it cashes, I'm going to kind of be kicking myself because except for Minifield, but Ribovich and Aguilar, I told Aaron this. I told pretty much everybody in the dome this. Less than a minute after I put this parlay together, money came in on Kirk and what's the fuck? Kirk and Shannon Ross. Like immediately, like 45 seconds after I made this bet, money came in on Kirk and Ross. So if I just waited literally like less than a minute, I could have gotten even better odds on this. I guess I can understand kind of the Kirk side. I really don't get the Shannon Ross love. That's the love I don't get this week. The fucking Shannon Ross love. Maybe they know something I don't. Maybe the Sharps are just on this one, but man, fucking Sharps were all on Gabriel Santos. I remember that. Sharps were all over fucking Benny Dariush. I don't know, man. Yeah. This is my parlay. It's gonna be sweaty. I'm just gonna just sweat it out, boys. I don't know why. I don't know why I do that to myself. I told myself I wasn't gonna touch Minifield. So if this busts on Minifield, this is my own fault because I told myself to stay away from that fucking fight. But I don't know. I just think everyone seems to be on Crute. Everyone seems to be like, nah, Crute's gonna fix it. Crute's gonna fix the holes in his game and like be smart and like that's Jimmy Crute, dude. I had characterized this first fight as a battle of two superpowered retards. They're both bobos. They're both knuckleheads. Don't neither one of them have fight IQ between them. They don't have one brain full of fight IQ. So I think it's just going to be another sloppy fight. And yeah, I like Minifield to clean his plate here. Everyone is just, nah, Crute knows what to do now. How did he not know what to do before? Did you not know Minifield was old and like didn't have a ton of cardio? And what happened to that? Like you didn't know that before? Bullshit. I'm not a big believer in Jimmy Crute. I just think, yeah, I think everyone is just like, nah, he'll definitely make the corrections. Nah. This is giving me like Kutalaba, Ankalaev 2 vibes. But yeah, I got Minifield by knockout. I mean, like I said, if that busts, I can only blame myself because I shouldn't have bet that fight. Minifield Crute is a dumpster fire. It's a bums vagrants alley fire, and I just shouldn't have touched it. So I'll only blame myself if that doesn't hit. I'm also on Denise Gomes. Shout out to my dude Patrick from Addicted to Combat. I think he's also on Denise Gomes. So let's fucking go. I say it's not that I don't think that Hargi should be the favorite. She should be. I get it. She's young, undefeated, Mexican. This is the theme of this card is Viva la Mexico. It is cool to see this wave of Mexican fighters kind of take the helm as far as the next global market for the UFC. And there's a lot of Mexican fighters on this card. Jesus Aguilar, Yasmin Hargui, Yair Rodriguez, Brandon Moreno. So, yeah, man, it's cool to see. It's not that Hargi isn't good, but so many people, when they're talking about this fight, are like, no, she's definitely the better prospect. Based on what? Some bullshit eye test? Based on what? Estela Nunez and Lucindo, both of whom hurt the bitch. I think she's a little overrated, honestly. Not saying she's bad, and I'm not saying Gomes is some world beater, but you're giving me plus 300 against a chick that goes out there and brawls and got hurt by, and I repeat, Estela Nunez and Lucindo. I think it's going to be strike 1, strike 2, and Kenny Powers strike 3. You're fucking out. I think Denise Gomes is going to knock her out. Hot take, I know. Hot off the press. Plus 300. At plus 300, Yasmin Hargi, she's young, she's a little dumb. She goes out there and brawls. She thinks she's a fucking big tough guy, and she's gotten hurt by two jobbers. I think Gomes is a prospect. I think both of these chicks are prospects. I'm not saying Hargi shouldn't be the favorite, but I don't think she ain't no minus 400 favorite. I don't think she's looked like it in either fight, honestly. Despite like I heard some bullshit like, oh, she looked good early, or she looked in trouble early, but then she looked like a minus 1,000. No, if she looked in trouble early, then she won't no fucking minus 1,000. She didn't cover that line if she almost got fucking knocked out. So I think that's some fucking reverse engineering. I don't think she's as heavy, should be as heavy of a favorite. At plus 300, I think that's a little disrespectful to Gomes. Gomes is better than Estela Nunes and Yasmin Lucindo. You can bet your fucking little sweet asses on that. She's way better than those bitches. And both of those bitches hurt Hargi. I think Hargi might be a little bit of wolf tickets, dude. I'm not saying she ain't good, but I'm saying I think Gomes, they're about on the same level. And Gomes is a dog, dude. She is literally a dog. Let's fucking go. I think she's going to chin check Yasmin, and everyone's going to be like, holy shit. Not me. Let's fucking go. Yeah. It is. But she wouldn't be. They would never line her that because you know why she's a massive favorite. 23. Mexican. Undefeated. Don't sit here and tell me like you don't know that undefeated fighters always get the favorite line. Almost always. They push the young undefeated prospect always in life. So yeah, I get it. I get why she's a favorite, but that much, nah. I'll take a stab. I just don't see how it isn't value. Name me one UFC fight that Estela Nunes has won. Estela Nunes is a fucking jobber. We talked about jobbers. Estela Nunes is a fucking jobber and flatten that bitch. You telling me Gomes can't do that? Man, please. I'll take the shot. I'll take the risk. Hargi ain't that fucking good. We've seen these fucking undefeated fighters. Gabriel Santos. Well, no, he's not undefeated. He lost to. Well, no, he didn't lose to Lerone Murphy. I think Hargi's little. Oh, little fucking wolf tickets, dude. We'll see though. All right, I'm gonna get out of here though, man. I already gone over what I said I was going to. Nah, she was wolf tickets too, but she got slumped. She was undefeated, got slumped. Won't she? Pretty sure she was undefeated. Why is Hargi all of a sudden? Oh, I know why. Mexican, young, undefeated. Check. Easily marketable, easy to see why she's a favorite. I don't think Loma Lookboonmee is a bad loss. I think people are trying to act like Loma Lookboonmee is a jobber. If she is, she's high end. She's fought way better competition than fucking Yasmin Hargi has. And they're both young. So, yeah, I'll take the dog. Plus 300. Fuck yeah. And you already know what time it is with oh, well, then I stand corrected. Sorry, I was just trying to recall from memory. Yeah, I think didn't she get knocked out like once before? Like once or twice before? She'd been knocked out no, I don't think she'd been knocked out 3 times already. It was like twice. I am remembering that now, though. No, she's not undefeated. Yeah, I was mistaken there. Yeah, what's I know Estela Nunez won undefeated, and I know Lucinda won undefeated. Both of them have been finished by fucking jobbers. So again, y'all are acting like Bruna Brazil is some terrible fucking win. But yeah, Estela Nunez and Lucindo, yeah, those are great fucking wins, boys. Quality opponents. Yeah, should really be a minus 400 because of those fucking jobbers that hurt her sorry ass. I'm sorry, man. This bitch is wolf tickets. Gomes is gonna fuck her up. Minus 400 getting sat down by Estela Nunez. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Gomes is better than both those bitches. War Gomes, let's fucking go. Jackie boy, I love it. What we do in life echoes in eternity. Yeah. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. I'll take it though. And yeah, y'all know what time it is with the co-main. That's my main play this week. Let's fucking go. Okay, Turner just weighed in too. Let me see what he weighed in at. Just missed Turner. Sweet. Turner misses weight and looks like shit. 158 for Turner. Turner misses weight. The last fight to weigh in, and he fucking missed. Wow. Wow, dude. Wah, 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 wah. All right. Let's see. Turner 158 did not look good. Was not svelte. No, he's shredded, but he's overweight. He did not look. I'm gonna say Esteban physically looked the worst though. But yeah, it's Pantoja or bust this week, boys. I am biased, but again, I don't think it's automatic. That's like, oh well, Moreno's better now, so he'll win. Some people literally that's their take. Moreno's better now, he'll win. Okay. Better hope he doesn't get PTSD when Pantoja's on his back. He gonna get there. Whether he can stay there or not, that's gonna be the question. Moreno can definitely win. He is a better fighter than what he was, and Pantoja, like you can point to some fights and be like, oh, his cardio's look. But like I said, man, you can point to several fights where Brandon Moreno's chin has not looked super duper great, and I think Pantoja hits harder, and I think he's a little bit more durable. So I don't think Pantoja will win a decision. I do agree with that. I think if it goes 5 rounds, it's going to go to Moreno. They will 100% Utah rob Pantoja if it goes all the way. But I don't think it's going to. I think Pantoja is going to club and sub him. Like I don't think he's going to drop Moreno necessarily, but I think he's going to wobble him. He's going to retreat back to the fence. Pantoja will fucking crash forward, push him up against the fence, grab a hold of him, get to the back, choke him. That's my prediction. I know it sounds easy peasy, but no, I think it's, I think Pantoja is just his time. He looks hungry. He looks focused as shit. He knows this is his chance. He knows he's not going to get too many more opportunities. And again, I don't think he's washed. He's He's still on the right side of 35. He just turned 33. Like, I don't think he's washed. I think he is towards the back of his prime, but still kind of in it. He certainly hasn't looked like he's not in his prime. He knows what he's good at. He does the same shit. Well, he did in the cop fight. He fought a little bit smarter, but again, man, I don't know, dude. I think he just might have his fucking number. The leg kicks are still going to be there. The powerful punches are still going to be there. Like I said, I'm not going to say Moreno's chinny, but dude, he's been dropped several fucking times. Let's fucking go, Mick. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's go, lobby. Let's fucking go. Let's go, boys. That's a good note to end on. Let's fucking go. All right, I'm getting out of here. I'll be back, though. If y'all aren't doing anything this evening, you feel like, and you're going to watch the ceremonial weigh-in stare downs, come on over here, dude. 30 minutes before, do a little pre-gaming, talk some more shit, get pumped up for the ceremonials. Everyone will be dripped out. It'll be sick, dude. It's going to be a good time. I'm pumped for it. If you're around, stop through. Make sure y'all smash the like button before you ski-daddle. We'll get this music going. I'm going to get the fuck up out of here, dude. Just about 2 o'clock. Perfect time. 2 hours and 15 minutes is not terrible. I hate goodbyes and I'm real bad at them, and I always stretch them out. So that's just what it is. I just don't want to say goodbye to you boys, but I'll be back later. What am I doing? The song. So yeah, I will keep the results and all that scrolling while I do the outro. But thank you to everyone that came through. Before I get out of here, I will do I'll go through the chat and do individual shout outs as well. But shout out to the boys at Pub Sports Radio. I will be in the pub chat, Fight Companion, whatever, on Saturday night. Also, make sure y'all check out the fight. Excuse me, what is that called? Fuck. The Locker Room Talk podcast. The newest episode is up on Spreaker, Spotify, wherever you catch podcasts. It is there. Check it out. So shout out to those boys. Shout out to my dude Aaron the Dog MMA. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. Check out the latest stream. I know he's on Yair, so best of luck to him with that. Like I said, shout out to Patrick, aka Addicted to Combat. Make sure you check out his channel as well. And yeah, man, hope to see y'all later on. If not, have a good Friday evening. Shout out to the motherfucking Dome. Dome was in here strong. Shout out to the greatest group chat in the world. Shout out to my dude, the General, the leader of the Dome, Alex Ramirez. Hope he's doing well. Best wishes to him and his family, and best wishes to all you, man. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope you have a good weekend if I don't see you later on. But yeah, I'll be back at 6:30. Good shit. Thank you for coming through. Best of luck. This has been just my 2 cents, and I'll catch you boys on the next one. Peace.